Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another classic Who. This is The Rescue, Part 1. Really enjoyed the last story. Looking forward to continuing into classic Who. It will be interesting to see if we get a new companion. If we do, I'm guessing it will be that young lady in my background photo. I'm not 100% sure, she may not, but it would make sense to replace Susan, because Susan, I believe, was originally designed to be there to be for the younger audience, and Ian and Barbara were really more there to help relate with the adults, or the older adolescents, maybe. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to be said. Remember, the full uncut unedited reaction is available on Patreon, listed in the description below. It's picture in picture. You can get An Unearthly Child over there for free. Yeah, and without further ado, I'd say let's just get straight on into this. David Whittaker. Not a bad model. I think we haven't had a spaceship. I was gonna say since the Sensorites, but I suppose we had the Dalek ship.
Bennett! Bennett! The rescue ship's landed! Bennett, let me in!
Come in.
Bennett, the rescue ship's landed. It's arrived. We'll be taken back. Isn't it marvelous?
Can't.
Is she wearing tights or not? Because if she's not, I was gonna say it's quite short.
Planet Dido to rescue ship. Planet Dido to rescue ship. Come in, please. Over.
Rescue ship to Planet Dido. Receiving you on strength 2. Over.
Is it true? Have you landed? Over.
Landed? We're still 69 flying hours away. We're proceeding on normal course. We shall...
But you can't be. I mean...
Now, don't worry. We'll be there. Try to hold on just a bit longer. We'll contact you for directions in 17 hours from now. Repeat, 17 hours. Making contact now.
No!
Over and out.
No! Dido to rescue! Dido to rescue!
While you were sleeping.
What? Oh, I say, I must never allow that sort of thing again now, must we? No. Well, all we have to do is to turn the power off.
Then we have landed.
Yes. Excuse me. Materialized, I think, is the better word. Well, now, let's have a look and see what's doing.
Well, it's really
Yes,
same sort of thing. I mean, if you think about it.
Well, wherever we are, I think it's nice and fine. Oh. Oh. Oh, do pardon me, forgive me, I'm so sorry. Yes. Well, I must say it was most promising. Now, let's have a little look, shall we?
Very dark. Can't really make out anything at all. It looks very rocky, whatever it is.
Yes, it does somewhat. Might be a cave or even perhaps underground.
You mean we could be trapped down here?
Oh, it doesn't necessarily mean anything, my dear Barbara. We can, of course, always travel through solid matter.
Well, it's because
And all
you're
that
not
again, we can
you're
turn
not
off
in the
lights.
normal
No, I think
space.
we ought to step outside and have a look. I will too. Susan,
Oh, that's so sad. You can understand him. He's,
Why don't you show me how to open the door?
you know, it's not easy when you lose someone.
yes.
Looking off for a look.
Well, maybe we're going to see a new side to the doctor.
Yeah, well, he isn't getting any younger, is he? You know, it's the first time he's been to sleep during a landing. Oh, Barbara, I've got an idea he's getting a bit...
That's all saying. Pick up that stone for me, would you?
Well, he's not actually that old if you think about it.
Certainly.
He's still very young. Oops.
Look, Ian, all the old associations are still in the ship. You can't expect him to say goodbye to Susan and then...
It's from home.
Yes. You know, it must have crashed.
Yes.
So it's got a British
Well, you see
flag
those
on it?
buildings? Might have been destroyed at the same time as they were on the ground.
There's no movement. No sign of life at all.
No. No, there isn't, is there? Well, there must be people or things on this planet.
Ian.
Hmm?
I'm going to tell the doctor about this.
Yes, why not?
Well, knowing the doctor, he'll want to go down there and investigate.
Oh, for once, I'd agree with him, Barbara. If there are any of those crew members left, we should get in touch with them. It's
So true. You gotta rescue him on humanitarian grounds.
You are strangers here. Why are you frightened?
Keep away.
I'm your friend. You can trust me.
You don't look like a friend. Oh, well, you don't sound like a friend. Oh, what the? Is she dead? What? No way she'd survive a fall like that.
Oh. My writing gets worse and worse. Dear, 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 dear. Well, undoubtedly we've landed on the planet Dido. How remarkable. Well, I must say, it'd be rather nice to meet these friendly people again after all these years.
I thought she was with me. I heard her scream.
Steady.
I went back and it exploded.
Come on, get your breath back. Now, then, you all right? Well, let's try and look for her, shall we?
Yes.
Now, come on, she's right. Be careful, now, be careful.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, Ruth, fallen in.
I'm not bored, it's just late here tonight.
Oh, I hope we shan't get another fall. I don't think the TARDIS is likely to.
No use. Doctor, this wasn't an accident.
What are you talking about, my boy?
Oh, there was this thing, this repulsive thing with a...
Bones broken?
Hey, thank you, Doctor. The most thoroughgoing medical I've ever had.
Yes. It's a pity I didn't get that degree, isn't it? Excuse me.
Yeah, so the doctor doesn't have a medical degree.
Hey, you friendly people.
That's a sample. I'll take the Daleks anytime.
Now, look here. You take yourself up there and try and find Barbara.
Really? I probably would choose
You need to be careful.
that
Dangerous.
that person, as they said, over the Daleks.
Machine has arrived.
People?
They're warlike people. They wanted to pillage the ship. I could not save them from my people, as I do Bennett and yourself. They're walled up in a cave. If they're not dead already, they will die of hunger and thirst.
I bet you never gave them a chance. You could have... I'm sorry.
Remember, I am the only one who can save you from my people.
Vicky. Is that short for Victoria? No, just Vicky. V-I-C-K-I.
I'm Barbara. Look, tell me more about this Coquillion.
Just keep
Isn't it
here.
K-
Bennett and me.
Quaquil-
There's a
I can't
ship
even
on the way.
pronounce
He
it.
doesn't know about that. But he'll find out. I
Quaquillion.
know he will.
But why does he keep you here?
They killed all the crew. When we landed, we made... We don't know. My father was taking me...
She lost her dad.
My father...
Damn.
Your ship. Is your
I wonder
ship
how
still
old
here?
she is.
I just remembered.
All the more reason for holding
Yeah,
on tonight.
but still, leaders can change.
Happiness. This means everything to the people here.
Yes, I see what you mean. Well, you ready to carry on?
Me? Carry on, my dear fellow. It was you that stopped.
sorry, Barbara. I forgot all about your cuts and bruises.
Oh, it could be worse.
Yeah,
Arm mainly.
she would have
It's
got
strained at catching
quite
hold of
a
my feet
few
like my fall.
injuries.
How's that? What are you looking like that for?
Like what?
You're sorry for me, aren't you? I'm perfectly all right, you know.
Oh,
I
calm
don't care
down,
if
girl.
nobody ever comes. I'm fine. I'm perfectly all
Cool
right.
it. Although I can understand, you know, not wanting people to feel sorry for you.
Bennett!
He's gone. He tried to get things out of me, but I didn't tell him.
No.
I didn't tell him about the rescue ship.
No.
I thought he couldn't walk. Is he only sort of semi
He's killed.
unable to walk?
We've got to stick together, Vicky. He's killed them.
No, he hasn't, Bennett. Not all of them, anyway.
The hell's with that look?
Edge is narrowing out now, Doctor.
What's that, my boy? What? What's it? Oh! I said the same thing myself.
It's harder here. We need us a good hand hose. Ah, they are all provided. Right, Doctor.
That is far too convenient.
No, now be careful.
Yes, I will. Just hold on to that.
Here, they trapped you into putting this thing out.
What's that noise, Doctor?
Okay, so yeah, it's a trap. Yeah, I thought it was too obvious.
Can't go either way.
Doctor!
That thing down there seems to be reptilian, like an alien crocodile or something. Okay, so that was Doctor Who, The Rescue, the Powerful Enemy. So that was part one of a two-parter. Really enjoyed that as a first episode, actually. I was quite into it, you know. Really am looking forward to seeing more of the Vicky and Bennett. I'd like to see more of them. Considering it's a two-parter, that may not be as easy, but I do suspect that Vicky is going to come with us and Bennett will die. You know, he'll sacrifice himself fighting this Quillian guy, and Vicky will end up going with the Doctor and all of that. That's my guess. I don't know if that's right or not. No spoilers, please. But certainly, I think that's how it's going to go. I look forward to either being correct or wrong. You know, either way, it's good fun. I like Vicky's costume, outfit. It's, yeah, pretty good. I'd say I much prefer it over Susan's. Okay, so let's just break this down anyway. Start off, we land on this planet. Then the computer equipment on the spaceship seems to be detecting the TARDIS. Vicky runs into this ship and over into a cabin where we are introduced to Bennett. Then he's sort of saying, Vicky, you know, don't be ridiculous. A ship can't land quietly unless it's the TARDIS, of course. Bennett said, you know, be careful, Quillian's still out and about. We find out that it isn't the rescue ship because the rescue ship is still 69 hours out. Vicky's obviously a little confused by that. The team lands on this planet and come into the console room, and the Doctor is sleeping. Probably a bit depressed after Susan left. The Doctor said to Barbara that they have materialized, not landed. I consider it exactly the same thing, but obviously the Doctor doesn't. The Doctor then calls out to Susan to bring him his bag, of tools and equipment. It's sad, and I'm glad they didn't just drop this. I'm glad that they've just pointed onto it a bit, like, yes, he misses his granddaughter. Understandably, and, family, when you lose a family member, or you're not going to see him for a while, it can be hard. We find that there's a certain smell on this planet that the Doctor recognizes. Barbara and Ian talking about Susan and the Doctor getting older. Complimenting how nice a guy David was as well. We're then introduced into this Coquillion. I think I'm getting that right. I was about to say the Doctor. Ian and Barbara looking over at a spaceship which apparently has the flag of home. I'm assuming that means England. Here we have them discussing, telling the Doctor, where then the companions meet this Coquillion, and he acts once Ian goes into the caves. His attitude towards Barbara is menacing, it's not nice. It's a subtle menace. Then he pushes Barbara off the edge. I literally thought she was dead here. I honestly believed Barbara couldn't survive that and she was dead. Here the Doctor figures out where they actually are. The cave is blown in by Coquillion. The Doctor comes out, helps Ian. Oops. Basically, Ian's telling the Doctor that these people are violent. The Doctor's, very surprised by that. The Doctor's a bit worried about Barbara, wondering what happened to her. He's curious why these people have become bad. We find out that Barbara caught onto a tree branch. Coquillion comes in here, sort of interrogating Vicky. Why she was outside past a certain limit or zone that he had designated. Then we have Coquillion going to see Bennett. We don't know what they talked about. It wasn't addressed in this episode. My guess is they have that deal to protect them from his people. Barbara gets out under the quilts. We learn that the people of the ship were killed in an explosion, including her father. Here we have her telling Barbara that they'd killed all her crew, sorry. The Doctor and Ian in the caves trying to find their way out. Their flare gun for the rescue ship when it comes. Yeah, Vicky sort of loses her cool, when she notices Barbara, sort of feels sorry for her. you know, I can understand her getting a bit angry at that. You know, it's never nice to have someone feeling sorry for you. Then we have him coming out. Yeah, so he seems to be able to semi-walk. Here we have the Doctor and Ian very much in the caves again, trying to walk it thinner. As the walkway gets thinner, we also see that down below there is some sort of reptilian creature. They try and hold the handles. Ian pulls a booby trap, and yeah, then that's the end of the episode. Next episode will be Desperate Measures. Okay, so that was my breakdown of The Rescue Part 1. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to seeing the next part. My social media accounts are listed in the description below, as well as my Patreon account, and a link to a feedback form, I should say. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.